Um, I I want to just state that I'm not planning on leaving the platform as such. But I'm just gonna announce that I may be looking at other platforms, a lot of the smaller ones, to move this content onto, actually, and just see if they actually give you better user experiences. Actually, I'm just gonna come out with it. The fact is, I'm incredibly disillusioned with YouTube and the way it has turned out. Um, See, when YouTube first started out, it was completely different to what it is now. It was just literally a place where people just go and upload the videos that they've taken on their mobile or digital equipment. It was incredibly basic back then. But of course, money is always the only thing that speaks, and the owner sold it to Google around about sort of 2009, 2010, that kind of time. And to be fair, initially they did some really pretty good stuff with it. I thought the idea of turning YouTube into a broadcasting service, a broadcasting platform, sorry, was really a stroke of genius. I mean, that was a brilliant thing for users to have, that they could open their own channel. They could essentially do their own broadcast media. They could discuss things that you just couldn't discuss on mainstream TV, because someone would say, no, you can't discuss that. I mean, there's nothing free about mainstream stuff. There really isn't. And so that was great. Obviously, our government's, I mean, our government at the moment is wanting to crack down completely on YouTube now. They've made the UK government now regards YouTube as being its number one enemy. Essentially, it's the enemy to its power and its control over speech, basically. And yes, there is as much misinformation on YouTube now as there is on mainstream media, to be quite honest with you. But it's the fact that these people just think we're so stupid, and think we can't work these things out for ourselves. I can easily work out for myself what is guff and what isn't. I'm just interested in seeing what people have to say. But it's the stuff that has actual stuff that's worth hearing, that's worth making your own mind up about, which I consume. And then there's my channel, which I just post the things that I would like to put up on whenever I can. But in terms of, because it was created to be somewhere where you could essentially have an almost TV-like experience, well, the people who are adding the commercial aspect to it are making it too like TV. The brilliant thing about YouTube is it was like TV, but it had all the things you didn't want from TV. It did not have any of the things that you did not enjoy about TV, such as the commercial breaks. If people wanted to sell things through YouTube, they just had the banners. And so that was fine because you could ignore them if you didn't want it for the ads. But of course, that was back when the economy was better, and well, the economy everywhere now has kind of gone downhill, really, and so the experience of these things has gone downhill. Now, this has led to all those just greedy corporates just demanding that it's not enough anymore for them just to have the banners. Nope, they've got to put ads every 2 to 3 minutes in every single bloody video, unless the creator or the owner of the channel is able to pay up to stop ads getting on there, or you pay up to, I mean, for me here in the UK, it's like up to 20 quid per month to get ads taken off for your particular, and I just don't see why we should. I don't see why we should pay that money. Well, that's an exorbitant amount of money to pay every month, especially for small creators like me. It's disgusting. We shouldn't have to. So I'm just putting this ad out there to say that I'm really dissatisfied and really unhappy with the way that YouTube is going. I really am. I used to stream music a lot as I was going along because my personal playlist on here it was like my hi-fi, but I can't do that anymore. You don't stream music whilst you're going along just to listen to endless adverts after adverts. Yeah, okay, sure enough, we've only got just 2 adverts, usually only 2 adverts, but it's getting to the point where they're starting to trial 3 adverts during every video. It's going to get to the point where, okay, the ads will probably start getting much shorter than the long time advert, what they called long, whatever it is, advert that they're called long range advert that they have on, long time, whatever it's called. But that is another aspect that's just going to turn just like commercial television. We're just going to have YouTube being interrupted, and it'll take an entire minute if you having to sit through or listen through endless ads in one whole minute before you get back to the video. And you imagine this is going to be like every 3 minutes, not every 5 minutes like it is on TV, every 3 minutes. And I just think this is going to drive so many people off YouTube. It is going to destroy YouTube in the end. Not tomorrow, not next year, not the year after, but eventually in a decade or so, people just won't want to be on YouTube anymore, and they'll move on to Rumble, Twitch, Kick, all those kind of little platforms, the ones that are quite little and still very underground. Those will be tomorrow's platforms, and YouTube will be done. But what I do hope for those platforms is they stick to their, I don't know, I suppose their own personal moral, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. And they don't give in to, corporate money seduction, So anyway, I'm just gonna upload this, and I am planning on doing a video soon about Starker from the Germanic paganism series. So I'll put that up and see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm going to put up videos that I want, even though, the worst that can happen is they're going to get shadow banned. That's just something I've had to put up with on all my social media platforms. Unfortunately, they do it to everyone. I wouldn't be at all surprised if the shadow banning that goes on here in the UK is because of the UK government, doing stuff to the algorithms. Wouldn't be surprised at all. They don't want free speech. They're a closet dictatorship, if I'm to be honest with you. Anyway, was hell.